I'm Sabra Briere, and I want to share my story about Ann Arbor. The Ann Arbor that was, that is, and that could be. That Ann Arbor, my Ann Arbor, is a place where we don't just live, we thrive. I moved to Ann Arbor more than 40 years ago. I've seen a lot of things change over that time, some good changes and some not so good. But the essence of Ann Arbor and the people who live here remains the same. We are innovative problem solvers. We are independent thinkers, and we are inclusive, welcoming people from all over the U.S. and all over the world. These are our core values, and this is the spirit of Ann Arbor. This is what I will bring every day to working for you as your next mayor. The city has weathered the financial crisis fairly well, but to do so, our government needed to cut costs. It reduced the number of people who worked for us in all parts of the city. It reduced the number of potholes fixed, streets resurfaced, roads rebuilt, parks mowed. We were doing less with less. At the same time, the city was changing. New buildings grew, new parking structures, civic buildings, and major projects were built or considered. And that felt as if we were doing more changes than many of us wanted. That was then, but that's not what we want for our future. We want our government to continue to focus on our community, fixing the roads, building sidewalks, improving our safety, because these things give us a reason to live here. We want our community to continue to grow in the right ways, providing homes and jobs and opportunities, because these things help give us a reason to live here. We want our leaders to listen to us, respect our views, and find a way to build consensus, because these things also help give us a reason to live here. We want our neighborhoods to be safe and our city to be stable. And because Ann Arbor is special and unique, we want others to live here. How do we do all of this? I am certain you know we change, but we don't turn back the clock, and we don't forge ahead without consideration. We plan, we discuss, we find ways to agree on a goal and argue about the means, because that's what works here, and that's why Ann Arbor is the place we've chosen to live. We need better rules for zoning and construction. We should make certain that large developments do not threaten our neighborhoods. We should protect the character of downtown. I've been advocating for this a lot longer than I've been on council. We must listen to our community, taking their views to heart. I listen to all sides of every issue and allow the views and the facts to help me reach a decision, and I reach that decision independently. I talk with many people in Ann Arbor, and I hear from quite a few who used to live here but have moved on. One thing is clear. The folks who live here have created a community that accepts and embraces diversity. That diversity of ideas and backgrounds, of languages and music and creativity that forms the poetry of our town. And the people who have left carry with them a sense of community, of giving back to their new homes, of showing compassion and understanding of their new neighbors. And the people like us who have stayed for a year or a decade or a lifetime experience that sense of community every day. This is why we live here. As your mayor, I will work for you. Ann Arbor will be my focus, making it better, helping it be stronger and safer for all of us. Thank you for voting on August 5th, and thank you for being my neighbor.